So, mandatos y los pronombres. Vamos a empezar con las palabras. Dios mío. Okay, so ¿qué significa person who performs the object, answers the question, asks the question, and is the doer? So rellénalo, márcalos, emparéjalos. ¿Quién es la persona who does the action? ¿Cómo se llama? Sujeto. And if we take the verb and we ask what or whom, for example, hug. Hug whom? That gives us the objeto directo. If we take the verb and we ask the question to or for that same what or whom, for example, bought paper for whom, now the whom is our objeto indirecto. And if the person who does the action is also the person who receives the action, for example, wash my hair, I'm the washer, and my hair is getting clean, then that is our objeto reflexivo. Okay, so, ahora ustedes tienen algunas frases. Raúl bought his daughter a camera. Giselda talks to herself and send me it. Pongan labels, escriban labels. So, sujeto, objeto directo, objeto indirecto, reflexivo, directo. Okay, so Raúl is a sujeto. Raúl bought what? When we ask what, that gives us the direct object. So we have una cámara, is our objeto directo. And for whom did he buy the camera? Is your objeto indirecto. Giselda es el sujeto. She's the talker, but she's also the talkie. So we have reflexivo. And send me it. Well, who's the subject?
You understood.
Understood, implied. Excelente. Send what? If we ask what, that gives us the direct object. So send it is our objeto directo. And to whom? Mi objeto indirecto. Ok, aquí tenemos la lista de los pronombres que usamos y tenemos que saber cuál es la función de la palabra para saber cuál palabra escogemos. Okay? Tenemos bastante bien los sujetos. Yo, tú, él, nosotros, ellos. You've got those down well. And then with our the first person, the person talking, singular and plural, me, nos, it's all the way across, it's the same, so we don't have to worry, right? With tú, te, we're set, okay? But with when we're talking about people in the singular and in the plural, we need to start being able to distinguish between the indirect, for whom, or to whom, which is going to be le or less, and your direct, which doesn't have the to or for on it, okay? Which is lo, la, los, or las, okay? So, let's do some practice. First, if we're replacing our direct, this isn't in your notes, so you might need to add this down. When we're replacing the directs and the indirects together, it's always going to go indirect first and then direct. So, me lo, me la, me los, me las, te lo, te la, te los, te las, nos lo, nos la, nos los, nos las. Lo nos just sounds awful. Lo me sounds like a Chinese dish, right? Lo mein. Lo te sounds bad too. So hopefully we're at the point right now where none of you are going to say lo me das, right? So always the indirect, the me, the te, the nos first, and then your direct. So then the lo, the la, the los, the las. The third person, okay? So our le and our les. Lelo sounds bad, right? And les los, and les lo. You see, it sounds even worse. So in Spanish, the lelo needs to lay low and go in disguise as a celo. So the lelo, bad. So le and les, when combined with a lo, a la, or a los, or a las, go in hiding as a celo. So it's easier to say. Con mandatos negativos. El fórmula es no, pronombres, mandato. No, pronombres, mandato. So, por ejemplo, don't tell me. Okay, so decir is our verb. What's just the command? No. Just the command. No digas. Okay. So, me goes between the no and the digas. So we end up with no me digas. No me digas. I wrote the me verde. Why?
Okay, it's in the middle.
It's in the middle. Is the me direct or is the me indirect? Tell, it's indirect, right? Tell the truth to me, tell the lie to me, tell the words to me, but you're saying to me. So the me, para que sepas, es indirecto. One of the things that I did, I just memorized that. No me digas. It's a great phrase to have. It means, don't tell me, right? It'll come in handy one day in your life. And if it sounds good to you, then you don't have to memorize a rule. You don't have to memorize, with negative commands, the pronouns come first. You just know, no me digas. And it makes more sense. Okay? You guys, don't wash yourselves now. Ahora. Ustedes no se laven ahora. Y esta vez puse se anaranjado porque es reflexivo, right? You're the washers and the washies. Okay. Mandatos afirmativos. This is the big game. Okay, here we go. Primero, se pone el mandato el pronombre o pronombres al final como parte del mandato. Okay, so it glues on to the end, makes a longer word. So tell me the truth. Okay, the verb decir, your mandato de tú is di. Okay, the truth we're going to leave as la verdad. Di, we said it was di. Diga would be usted. Diga would be usted. So the me, is it me di la verdad or dime? You guys have heard that song too, right? Dímelo. So dime, that's also a great phrase to have in your pocket. Tell me. Dime. Dime. And no me lo digas. If we were to change la verdad also into a pronoun, tell me it, we would replace la verdad with la, and we would have dímela, all one word. All one word. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? So you guys try this one. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm going back, sorry. Okay, so cuando ponemos sílabas extras al final de la palabra, causa problemas, right? All of our commands were perfectly balanced before, and now we're adding extra syllables on the end because we're lazy enough and don't want to use nouns. We use pronouns instead. So when we do that, we need to maintain the original balance. All of our commands were balanced before. I don't think there really are that many commands that have accents to start with because they're rule breakers. All of our commands end in a vowel, an N, or an S because of the endings we put on the end. So where should the stress be on all of our commands? If they all end in vowels, N's, and S's, they should be on the second to last. Vowel, N, or S, second to last. Okay. So once we put syllables on the end, this is what we need to do. Step 1, cover the original command with our thumb. Cover the pronouns. So like if we had this word, dime. We cover up with our thumb the pronouns we added to the end, and we mark where the stress was. Then we let go, and we count again. If that one is on to where it should be, it does not need an accent. Okay? But if it's anywhere else, for example, dime does not need an accent, but dime la, okay, our stress was on D, and I let go, and now I have 1, 2. It's not on 2. It's on 3, so I have to mark it. So let's practice on the next. So Oslo. Practice with Oslo. Take your thumb and cover up the low. Where is your stress on the word Oslo? Maybe on the Oz. That's the only ways there is. Now, let go of your thumb. Is the Oz on the second to last? Yes. Doesn't need an accent. No, it's following the rule. Dímelo. Cover up the melo. Where was your stress? D, duh. Then you let go. Is the D on the second to last now? No. So you would need an accent. So work the last 3. Cómprenme el teléfono. Acento en la O. Prestémoselas. In the second E. Because we have to count 2 back. So when we cover up the selas, the first vowel back was the O. And so we need to keep it on that second one last. Second to last. Dígale. And la I. And that le is indirect. Tell something to her. Right? Let's do some practice. So here we're combining a couple of things. We have an ustedes command with a verb from our vocab 2.2. We have a usted command with another verb, publish. We have a tú command with another verb from chapter 2.2. And we have a nosotros negative command, also with some new vocabulary. So get out your vocabulary cards. Do this. All right, so our first one. We had investigar goes to investiguen. And then for us is nos. It is los. So we ended up with investiguenoslo. We had to accent the I because when we cover up the noslo, the I was on the second to last. Okay, our next one. Usted publicar. So we need opposite vowel, publique. But when we have se on publicar, is that a... so we need our QU, publique. And then it is the direct again, so publiquelo. When we cover up the lo, the U is one syllable. Those vowel groups count as one syllable, so we go second to last, publiquelo. Okay, sponsor, patrocinar. Patrocinar. For you, pal, what subject do we need? Tú. So our two, unlike our first two where we had to go opposite vowel, our affirmative two commands take the L or A, yeah, so the same word. So A stays with A. So patrocina. Okay, so her. Is she a lay, a say, or a la?
Sponsor her. It's an indirect. She's a say.
So if it were a lay, it would be to her or for her. Do you sponsor to her?
No,
do you sponsor for her? No, you sponsor her. La.
Is it indirect or direct?
It's direct because you sponsor her. You're not sponsoring to or for her. So we choose the la. So we have patrocinala. When we cover up the la, we count 2 back. And our stress should be on the C. Let's not interview him. Did you remember that your negatives come before, not smashed onto the end? No. So interview. Entrevistar. So we need a negative with the most. So entrevistemos. No.
Say. No. Late. It's late.
Okay. So let's think about this. Is he the interviewer and the interviewee? No. So it's not a say. Okay. Are we interviewing him or are we interviewing to or for him?
Him. It's direct.
If it doesn't make sense to say to or for, it's not lay.
Why isn't it say?
Because he's not the interviewer and the interviewee. Say. If we only when it's combined with a lo, a la, or los, or las. Okay? So we have no Lo comes before because it's a negative command. Entrevistemos.
Wait, why is it?
It's lo because you interview whom?
Him.
Direct.
Direct.
Mhm.
So he is the
So are we?
He is the direct object.